For now, we want to get to the Democratic Party Chair, Rusty Hicks, live for us with some updates as the results start to come in.
Rusty, I want to talk with you because, you have been very vocal throughout this race. You had been talking about the real possibility that Democrats could be boxed out. And so you started releasing polls every so often, kind of showing people where things stood, saying, hey, don't say I didn't tell you. You know what I mean? Look at these results. How are you feeling tonight now that some are having the conversation that, well, maybe it could be a scenario where two Democrats end up there in November?
Well, certainly, first and foremost, anytime 22 million California voters get the opportunity to have their voices heard at the ballot box, it is a good day for democracy in California. The second thing is that this race looks different today than it did 3 months ago. Our goal has always been to ensure that we elect yet another Democrat as governor in 2026. Whether it's one Democrat or two Democrats making it into the general election, we are one step closer tonight to doing exactly that.
And Rusty, I do want to say Antonio Villaraigosa has just released a statement basically conceding the race, saying tonight didn't turn out the way we hoped. And I offer my congratulations to the winners and offer my best wishes to the road and for the road ahead. What message would you like to share with folks as we're starting to see? We heard from Matt Mahan earlier as well, people getting out early, making these types of statements.
Well, I certainly think what we saw in this race was the deep bench of talent and experience that we have on the Democratic side of the aisle, whether it's former Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa or Mayor Matt Mahan. They stepped forward, they threw their name, threw their hat in the ring, and shared their vision with voters across the state. But at the end of the day, there can only be one or two that advance into the general election. Again, we've got an obligation to ensure that California's leadership is strong, both here at home and abroad. Our leadership is more important now than ever before. Tonight brings us one step closer to doing exactly that.
Well, Rusty, you mentioned, building that Democratic bench. The fact that during the convention, the party did not coalesce and endorse one candidate. What do you think this says about, heading into the November midterms and the party beyond this race?
Well, certainly we considered 8 candidates at our February convention. And so our threshold for endorsement is 60%. So it's pretty hard for one candidate to coalesce 60% of the delegates to get an endorsement. But I certainly believe that when we come out of this primary election, Democrats are going to be unified, not just to elect another Democrat as governor, but winning up and down the ballot, fulfilling the promise of Proposition 50 to help do our part to retake the House of Representatives and push back on a Trump administration that has come down on California in so many different ways. And so we've got a lot of work to do. California Democrats do this work every single day, knocking on doors, making phone calls, sending text messages, doing what it takes to win. And we're ready to do that in 2026.
Talk about, Rusty, what will need to happen as you start to transition to focus on November. How will these campaigns need to change? How will they need to calibrate to prepare for the messaging for a larger audience?
Well, a primary election is a vetting process in many ways. And so we've come through that. We're ending that chapter and we're beginning a new one. And so I expect to see the Democratic Party unified around our candidates that are coming out of the primary election, recommitting themselves to the work that we have ahead. Again, I mentioned those important House seats, what we see out of the White House, what Californians are experiencing, whether it's healthcare or housing or affordability or access to opportunity. It's been Democrats that have made progress on the issues that Californians care about the most. And that's why California voters have continued to support Democrats for these important jobs in our state. And so I know that the Democratic ticket is going to be ready to continue to provide that leadership, to go out and earn that support with voters, 22 million of them across the state, to help continue to move our state forward.
Okay, there we have it. Rusty Hicks, California Democratic Chair of the party. We thank you for making time to speak with us on this very busy night.